Hello everyone, I am so excited to share my new pet that's going to be joining the pet therapy team. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Avi, I'm a licensed psychotherapist, and one of the cool things that I do in my practice is work with animals as pet therapy, therapy pets, helping people deal with challenging things in their life, dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, stress, and even something cuddly to play with. So I was thinking for a while, what else can I add to the pet therapy team? Something that's not too much to take care of, but that's something that's actually very interesting. And I got some good news for you. You can actually have this as well for a very, very low cost. So here we go. You ready? My pet, and if you're not sure what it is yet, let me know what you think. But my pet actually just came in the mail. And here we go. So I did open this beforehand just to make sure everything is here, but this is the first time that I'm going to be doing it in front of you guys. So here we go. Let's see. This is, check this out. This is an ant mountain. Look at that. So if you ever wondered, how ants, ants are actually very, very, very skilled. They can create the most beautiful farms underground, right? I'm not sure if you guys ever seen it before, but it's brilliant. So this is something actually really cool that we can see an ant building a home inside the sand. So this is the first time I'm doing this. I've never done this before. This is what it looks like. You can definitely do it with your kids. This is a great opportunity to get the conversation going, something very fun, educational, and something really cool as well. So let's see what comes in the box. All right, there's nothing else in the box. This is called an ant farm, and I'm going to share with you where I bought it from and what it's all about. So this is what it looks like, and it came with something that looks like this, and it's going to tell you how to put the ants inside here. So let's see. And by the way, the ants, check this out. It came in a special package. It came 2 tubes. I can show you what it looks like. They did say, and I'll read the instructions before, but they did say before I place them into the ant hill, I have to put this in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes so the ants can kind of be a little bit slower, because if they're very hyper and I put them inside here, they can actually bite and hurt me. So they did tell me to put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes just to get them cool down, and then I can place it in here. So let's start with, if you guys want to see it closer, check this out. How do I do this? Look at this. These are ants. It's 2 tubes of ants. I don't know if you guys can see it, but look at that. So there's 2 tubes of ants, and every tube there's about 25 ants. So I got 2 of them. So there's a total of 50 ants here. So let's check it out. So it says, set ant mountain on a flat surface and open the lid. So this is ant mountain. So check this out. This is one mountain, and then there's a flat surface over here, so you can actually see what the ants are doing. So it's actually pretty cool. So then it says, locate the bag of sand, shake the bag so it settles to the one side. So this is the bag of sand. I've never done this before. This is something you guys can actually do with your kids, or even for adults. This is something really fun to observe and see it's like such awesome creations, right? So look at this. Sometimes when we see ants or bugs or insects, we don't pay attention to their creation, to such beautiful and unique skills that they need to have to be able to survive. So let's see, here we go. So I got the scissor, and I'm going to try to do this really carefully. So this is the sand. I've never done this before, so this is the first time. Here we go. So it says, locate the bag of sand, shake the bag so the sand settles to the one side. Using a pair of scissors, cut off a small corner off the bag Slowly and carefully pour the sand into the flat side of the ant mountain. All right, so I'm going to pour it slowly into the side. So it says the digging chamber is where your ants will do all their tunnel building. Do not pour sand into the rounded side. So I guess this is the rounded side. You may find funneling the sand into an opening it easier if you use a rolled up piece of paper as shown as figure 1. So here we go. All right. 1 second. This is not as easy as it seems. Look at that. How's it looking? All right. Make sure it's nice and balanced. Okay. There we go. Come on. Let's see, I am so curious to know how they're going to build their farm. Okay, so it's pretty much to the top. Alright, almost. Almost to the top. Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright. Now, it says, measure 1/4 cup of bottled spring water. Slowly pour about 3/4 of the water into the sand in the flat digging chamber area and let it soak. You will notice the water causes the sand to shrink below the crest of the digging chamber. Pour more sand into the flat digging chamber until the chamber is full of sand again, like you did in step 4. Then pour the remaining water into the sand. This time, don't worry if the sand doesn't quite fit the crest of this chamber. Okay, here we go. So I'm pouring 3/4 of water. So this is 1/4 of water that I prepared before, and I'm going to try to prepare it. I'm going to try to pour it in carefully. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. 1 second. All right, so it's about 3/4, I think. It's about 3/4. Okay. Now it says, locate the sand rod and stick it straight into the sand chamber. All right, so this is the sand rod. This is what it came with right over here. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna place that right there. Look at that. I guess I'm starting them off if I do that. Do you see that? Right? Okay, answer. So here it says, an ant activity. Ants are so fascinating to watch. You will spend hours discovering their habits. Why not keep a journal? All right, so we're going to find out why ants actually dig tunnels and how exactly do they dig, and do they work individually or as groups, and is there one ant that's in charge? Do the ants have different jobs? Which food do they prefer, and how do they communicate? Even ants communicate. Look at that. Do the ants ever sleep? So these interesting topics are some things you can have a conversation with your kids about. All right. So when your ants arrive, which mine did arrive, they're right over here. These are my ants. They will arrive with a mail warning. Do not touch the ants. They can bite and will inflict a painful sting, which may cause pain and swelling. If you are stung, apply ice to the area until the pain subsides. If symptoms persist, call your physician. I don't recommend this for kids under the age of 3, but it should be done with parental supervision. So open the envelope and remove the ant tube. Do not open it yet. Place the ant tube in a refrigerator for about 10 minutes, which I already did. Do not put the tube into the freezer as you may kill the ants. This cooling period will slow down your ants and make it easier to transfer them to Ant Mountain. Oh, by the way, I think I have to put some more sand in here. Yeah, let's put some more sand. Here we go. All right. And we're going to put the remainder of the water. Just like that. Put all of it. And make that hole. Okay. So now, it says place the envelope and remove the ant tube. Do not open it yet. Okay, so we did that. All right, open the Ant Mountain lid, and if the sand has dried, place a few drops of bottled spring water into the chamber. Do not over soak. So I think this looks pretty good. Wait 5 minutes, then remove the sand rod. All right, so we're gonna wait about 5 minutes. But before that, while we wait for this to kind of settle in, I'm gonna read a little bit about the ants and how cool these are. Some questions and answers about ants. So number one, where did these ants come from? These ants came from the rugged desert hills of the American Southwest. They're called our expert ant wranglers, have years of experience in the delicate handling of our live ants. These professionals take special care in collecting, packing, and shipping your ants to you. So I guess there are professional people who have a job to put these ants in these tubes. Look how cool that is. And they do guarantee that you're going to receive live ants. I was nervous that they're going to be dead, but they are live. Look at that. They're like, I was wondering if I should name them, but that would be crazy, remembering 50 names of ants. All right. So how long will it take to receive my ants once in the mail? Usually it says 2 to 3 weeks, but if you order directly from the company, they send it to me. You can also find this on Amazon. This is called the Ant Mountain by Insect Lore, Lore, Insect Lore. They do sell it on Amazon, but I know Amazon does not send the insects. If you want it with the insects, you have to go to their website. Okay, what kind of ants are they? So these are commonly known as Western harvester ants. Their scientific name is Californicus. They may bite, so be careful. Do they send a queen ant? They do not send a queen ant. Actually, it's illegal to send a queen ant according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And how much should I feed them? Guys, this is some interesting stuff. Believe it or not, one of the worst things you can do is give your ants too much water or too much food. Although your ants are active and seem to be working up a big appetite, it is best to feed them according to the directions. How long will your ants live? This is sad, but if properly cared for, your ants will live in Ant Mountain for an average of 2 to 4 weeks. Ooh. In the wild, these ants can live up to 1 year. Can I use my ants from the yard? We don't recommend putting ants from your yard in Ant Mountain. I'm assuming because there's different species of ants, so that's why they don't want to mix the different ants, because they can also get territorial and start to fight. All right. So this is pretty cool. This is actually really cool that there's something like this that kids can watch and observe. All right, so I think we're all ready. I think we're all set for this. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Here we go. I'm putting these ants in to their house. Let's see what happens. bring it a little closer. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, that was pretty easy. Okay, that was the first one. And we have the second one. So let's see. Oh. They are so ready to get out. And we're done. Check this out. Wow. Usually it takes up to 24 hours for them to start creating their own tunnels. But I don't know, these guys, it seems like they may have started. Look at this. Look at these live ants. How cool is that? And obviously, you know, you can, this is something that's not too difficult. It's actually pretty cheap. It costed about $29 or so. But generally, you know, kids constantly ask for different types of pets. They want to have something to care for, and it's completely understandable. You know, personally, I have 3 dogs. I have 2 parrots. I have two tarantulas. I have a cat. I have a bunny. And now we have this. We actually have some really cool animals coming very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. But I'm a therapist, and I use these animals as part of my practice. But for young kids that want an animal and are not ready for the big responsibility, this is something really great that they can have, and also start to be able to have a conversation with them. And this is something that can actually start to create that responsibility and something to care for. And you know, they can feed them every couple of days, and something like this can just make them feel good. So this is just something very inexpensive that can be a great addition to your home. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll stay tuned to see what happens with the tunnel that they build. Thank you, everybody. Check this out. Look at this. Look at these ants. Looks like they're falling. Look at this. Look at that. Seems like they started to build. There's some ants over here already. And here. Look at that. They're getting used to, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's an ant right there that's drinking. There's actually 1 droplet of water right there. This is so interesting to see how the ant is drinking. And look at that, there's another ant coming. This is so cool. Wow. There's 1 droplet of water, and you can actually see how this ant is drinking the water right over there. How cool is that? Wow. So stay tuned to see what happens with this ant farm. All right, so we're starting off like this, and let's see what happens.